This foot looks totally fine, but I know it's not, because she is incredibly lame on this back right foot. So let's go ahead and find out what's wrong with this little cow. This is the Hoof GP. So this is her back right foot, and she is very, very lame. She's only touching the front portion of her foot on the ground, so it tells me there's something wrong up here. Right now, I'm not certain, but I think it's on this foot here, because this area looks bulbous. And actually, if I press it, it's starting to hurt her a little bit. But I could be wrong. So we're going to go about it in the normal way.
This farm milks over 300 of these cows. We're at it every 2 weeks, and incidents like this one are bound to happen. Just think, how many friends do you have right now with little different ailments? Maybe they have a sore shoulder, a sore foot, or a sore hand. The story is the same on farms just like this.
This is most likely the problem. In fact, look.
This is a sole fracture, and it's come about from her putting too much pressure on this inside claw, and thus splitting the claw at the junction between the heel bulb and the rest of the sole, which is about a third of the way back from the heel. In other words, the part I'm working on right now. Farmers, like the farmer who owns this farm, don't stand for lameness. That's why we're here so often. If a cow has any problem whatsoever, we see to it the very second we can. And if we can't get there soon enough, then the guys who work within the parlour treat them with pain medication and put them in the hospital pen.
As you can see, I have nicked her very, very, very slightly. And that's something I'm always desperate not to do, but it happens in the pursuit of the perfect trim. A bit of pressure and it will stop though. It's only a tiny, tiny little nick, and it won't be consequential to her recovery. Spray it off and put a lot of pressure on it and it should hopefully disappear. In the meanwhile, Craig's trying to put a block on here actually.
There are two slight nicks to her corium, as we can all see. I'm trying to separate fractions of millimetres from each other when they've already been delaminated, and I'm working blind. I can't see beneath the hoof horn itself, so I have to take an educated guess as to where to slice away. Sometimes I get it slightly wrong, like in this case, and it breaks my heart watching it back as I'm editing it, it really does. But logically thinking, I know that this will have no impact whatsoever on her full recovery. The light brown staining you can see around the lesion is coagulated blood. It's when the platelets dry out and they become brown. Me pressing forces them to coagulate, and it stops any of the slight bleeding from happening. Despite the slight error, I'm actually really happy with this trim so far.
Now that block's in position, you can see this sole fracture perfectly. It created a cavity under there that hadn't quite burst through, and that pressure would be causing her a massive amount of pain. As it is, we've removed the pressure using this block and taken away this portion of the heel, exposed the lesion to the fresh air, and we're spraying it with iodine, which will really help to heal it up. This won't be a problem for this cow, and she should be going better straight out of the crush, to be honest. I need to video the cows going in the crush. I should just video every single cow going in the crush from now on, shouldn't I? Every single one ever, even if it's fine. Except I'm not going to do that because I'm here to trim the cow's feet, not just to video them. Or not even to video them actually, that's just an extra. Just look at the height difference. So here's where the block is, and here's where the lesion is. Block, lesion. It's not going to touch the ground, and as a result, it's not going to hurt the cow. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yep, still sore, but trust me, by tonight she'll be miles better. This is cow 426, by the way. Let's see how she is in a few weeks. Make sure you subscribe, otherwise you won't get to see that update. Just click that button below. She agrees. Ciao for now.